Sri Gurubhyo Namaha children. Today we are going to see a new topic, probability. Introduction to probability. The branch of mathematics that measures the uncertainty of the occurrence of an event using numbers is called probability. The theoretical probability of an event E, written as P of E, is defined as probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. The probability of a sure event or certain event is 1. The probability of an impossible event is 0. The probability of an event E is a number P of E such that 0 less not equal to probability of an event less not equal 1. An event having only one outcome is called an elementary event. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is 1. For any event, probability of a not E plus probability of an E is equal to 1, where E bar stands for not E, and E bar and E are called complementary events. Complete the following statements. Probability of an event E plus probability of not E is always equal to 1. That is, P of E plus P of E dash or P of E bar is always equal to 1. The probability of an event that cannot happen is 0. Such an event is called impossible event. The probability of an event that is certain to happen is 1. Such an event is called certain event or sure event. The sum of the probabilities of all the elementaries of an experiment is 1. The probability of an event is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. Let us go to the next sum. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of a football game? Again, why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of a football game? When a coin is tossed, there is an equally likely outcome of getting either a head or a tail. So, tossing a coin is fair way of deciding. Fourth one. Which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? Because the probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. So, we will not get the negative of 1.1, that is minus 1.5. P of E is equal to 0.05. What is the probability of not E? We know that P of E plus P of E bar, that is not E, is equal to 1. Okay, and P of E is given as 0.05 plus P of E bar is equal to 1. We are supposed to find P of E bar is equal to 1 minus 0.05. When we subtract 1 minus 0.05, we will get 0.95. So, P of not E is equal to 0.95. That is, the probability of not E is equal to 0.95. Let us go to the next sum. A bag contains lemon flavored candies. Only Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out? Okay, so here the first one, and we have to find what is the probability that she takes out an orange flavored candy, a lemon flavored candy. See, in the bag we have only lemon flavored candies only. So the probability of an orange flavored candy is 0 because it will not happen, and it is an impossible event because we have only 11 lemon flavored candies in the bag. The next one, a lemon flavored candy. Probability of a lemon flavored candy is equal to 1 because it will happen. It is a sure event. The sure event of the probability of a sure event is equal to 1. Then, 7th question. It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability that the students have the same birthday? It is given that probability of not E, that is 2 students not having the same birthday, is 0.992. We are supposed to find that the students have the same birthday, that is P of E we have to find. So we know that formula, P of E bar plus P of E is equal to 1, and 0.992 plus P of E is equal to 1. P of E is equal to 1 minus 0.992. When we subtract this, n minus 2, 8. 9 minus 9, 0. Again 9 minus 9, 0. And this becomes 0. So 10 minus 2, 8. So we are getting the answer, P of E is equal to 0.008. That is, the probability that the students have having the same birthday is 0.008. Let us see the next question. A bag contains 3 red balls, 5 black balls. A ball is drawn random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is red, not red? See, let us write the sample space for this first. What is the sample space? What are the things we have? We have 3 red balls and 5 black balls. What is the total number of sample space? That is n of s. We have 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And we know the probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes by total number of possible outcomes. And the first one is the probability of red ball. How many red balls are there? So, favorable outcome is 3. The total number of possible outcome is 8. And let us see the second one. Probability of not red. Except the red ball, we have 5 black balls. So, the favorable outcome is, number of favorable outcome is 5. And then sample spaces, total number of possible outcome is 8. So, we have 5 by 8. Let us see the next question. 9 sum. A box contains 5 red balls, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. One marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be red, white, not green? First, we have to write the sample space for this. What are the things we have? 5 red balls, 8 white marbles, 4 green marbles. Okay. So, n of s, that is total number of possible outcomes. We have 5 plus 8 plus 4. So, when we add all these things, we are getting 17. A probability of an event is equal to number of possible outcomes by total number of possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. Now we are going to find probability of red. How many red are there? How many red marbles are there? The favorable outcome is 5 and the total number of possible outcome is 17. So we have 5 by 17. And we are going to find probability of white. How many white marbles are there? 8. That is the possible favorable outcome is 8. Total number of possible outcome is 17. Then probability of not green. So we have to exclude the green and other things we have to write. Not green, without green. So we have 5 red balls and 8 white balls. So totally out of 17. So totally we will get 13 by 17. Shall we go to the next sum? A piggy bank contains 150 paise coins, 50 1 rupee coins, 20 2 rupee coins and 10 5 rupee coins. If it is equally likely that one of the coins will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paise coin, will not be a rupees 5 rupees coin? Let us see this sample space first. What is given actually? 150 paise coins. 150 paise coins. Then 50 1 rupee coins. 50 1 rupee coins. Then we have 22 rupees coins. 22 rupees coins. And we have 10 5 rupee coins. 10 5 rupee coins. Now let us find the total number of outcomes. So we are going to add 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 10. We are getting 180. When you add, you are getting 180. Okay. So what is the probability of an event? Is equal to number of favorable outcome divided by total number of possible outcomes. That is, P of E is equal to N of E by N of S. And first one, probability will be a 50 paise coin. How many 50 paise coins are there? 150 paise coins are there. So that is a favorable outcome divided by what is our N of S? 180. When I cancel, I am getting 5 by 9. Second one, probability will not be a 5 rupee coin. We should not have a 5 rupee coin. So what we will have other than 5 rupee coin, we have to add. What are they? 50 paise coins, 1 rupee coins and 2 rupee coins, except the 5 rupee coins. When I add all those things, I am getting 170 by 180. That is 17 by 18. What is the next sum? Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. Shopkeeper takes out one fish at random from a tank containing 5 male fish and 8 female fish. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? Let us find the sample space. What are the things we have? We have 5 male fish and 8 female fish. What is the number of sample space? We are going to add. The number of sample space is 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. And we have the probability of an event is equal to N of E by N of S. The question is, what is the probability that fish taken out as male fish? How many male fish we have? How many favorable outcomes we will get? 5. The total number of possible outcomes is 13. So we have 5 by 13. Shall we go to the next sum? A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest pointing at one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are equally likely outcomes. What is the probability that it will point at 8, an odd number, a number greater than 2, a number less than 9? First, let us find the sample space. What are the numbers we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what is the total number of outcomes? That is N of S. We have totally how many numbers? 8 numbers. And probability of an event is equal to N of E by N of S. Now, what is the first question given? Probability of 8. How many 8 are there? How many favorable outcomes you will get? 1. So, 1 by total number of possible outcomes, that is 1 by 8. And second one, probability of an odd number. What are the odd numbers we have here? What are the odd numbers we have here? Odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. So totally we have 4 odd numbers. So 4 by 8. When we cancel, we are getting 1 by 2. Then see the third one. Probability greater than 3. How many numbers are there greater than 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, greater than 2. So, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, totally we have 6 by 8. When I cancel, I will get 3 by 4. Fourth sum. Probability a number less than 9. Number less than 9. How many numbers are there less than 9? All the numbers, obviously. So, 8 by 8. So, we will be getting 1. Let us see the next one. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a prime number, a number lying between 2 and 6, and odd number. Let us try the sample space. What are the numbers we will get in a die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the samples, total number of sample space? 6. And we have the formula, probability of an event is equal to N of E by N of S. That is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. The first one, when I take probability of a prime number, what are the prime numbers we have here? 2, 3, 5. So, we have 3 prime numbers. So, 3 by 6. That is, I'll get 1 by 2. And second one, probability of a number lying between 2 and 6. Number lying between 2 and 6. What are the numbers lying between 2 and 6? We have 3, 4, 5. So totally 3 numbers. Again we are getting 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. The next question, probability of an odd number. What are the odd numbers we have? 1, 3, 5. So totally we have 3 numbers. So 3 by 6. That is 1 by 2. Do you understand? Thank you, children.